Mhm. Thank you.
What is your name?
Evine.
My name is Dr. Embretson. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Okay, so first I'd like to just say that this is a safe environment. We keep everything confidential and nothing will leave this room. The only thing that would leave this room is if you were planning on harming yourself or someone else, or if I suspected any abuse. So just again, it's a safe environment and I'm here for you. So first of all, what brings you in here today?
Well, it's just, I deal with a lot of stress, and sometimes I don't really know how to deal with all of that. I don't know, I feel like sometimes, I know sometimes that I stress too much, but then it's just keeping it under control is the hard part, even if I know that I'm freaking out for no reason.
Yeah.
But then I freak out about freaking out, and so it's just,
Okay. So it sounds like you have a lot on your plate and you have a lot of activities, right? And you don't know how to control that stress?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you do right now to kind of control that stress?
Well, I try to just kind of bring everything to the reality of it, and I sometimes try to think of the worst possible case scenario, be like, even if this happens, it'll be okay, but then I'm like, but what if it does happen? How am I going to deal with it? And then I'm focusing on things that I don't even need to more focus on, because it may not even be the worst case scenario, but then I'm exerting my energy into that.
Yeah.
And I just feel like sometimes I lose a lot of my time that I could focus on getting all the other stuff that I could be getting accomplished,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Okay. So you need to focus your attention on the things that need to be focused on right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What are a few things that you do that may help with that stress when you are really stressed out and you have so much going on? What is something to calm you down and to get your mind off?
I typically, if I'm really stressed out, I like to clean.
Okay.
Sometimes, if it's been a really tough week, there's nothing to clean. But then sometimes it's just I don't even have the time to clean. I'm stressed, but I don't have, or at least I think I don't have the time to just really take a break from it, whether that's cleaning or going out and just exercising or just taking a break and hanging out with friends. I feel like I can't do that because I'll be wasting time, and so then I'm already stressed, so I keep pushing myself, and I don't really take the time to do that, even though that is what I do normally to just exert my energy.
Okay. So even when you do some of those things for yourself, like cleaning or exercising, some of those healthy things, you're still focusing on some of the tasks you need to do?
Yeah. Well, yes. Because sometimes I do, if I do push myself to take a break, I'm taking a break, but I'm still thinking okay, I have to go get this done, and I'll be thinking of something, thinking of ideas or what to do next, or how to write my paper, what to do with SMA, and so it's just even though I'm hanging out with friends or doing what I need to do, my mind is still going.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to turn my mind off.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you definitely need to take that time when you are relaxing to stop and remember that it is your time to relax, and you are setting aside that time to relax. So I have another question for you. Do you feel, you mentioned earlier that you're worried that something won't work out, or you will almost fail at something? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, I typically, I try to prepare, okay, me preaching yesterday, okay? I had it all, written out, and I had practiced it a few times, but I hadn't, memorized it, so I just kept practicing and practicing and practicing, and then I kept thinking, what if I get up there and I forget everything and I'm not going to know what to say? I'm what if, I start stuttering? What if like I just draw a blank and I just, I'm up there awkwardly, and then I'm like, well, what if I don't, get my point across clearly, and, what if people don't understand? What if, like, I miss it? What if that's not even what I'm supposed to be preaching on? And so,
a lot of
and
what
then,
ifs.
yeah, and then I'm like, what if the theology behind it is all wrong? And so, it's just, yeah. And you're right, it was a lot of what ifs, and people, I had people even look over I sent it to one of my friends, and I practiced it in front of some other people to make sure that everything was okay. Like, I got it to be okay from, like, several people, and, I checked, like, commentaries on the Bible scripture and everything, but it was still just that lingering feeling of, and so,
worrying about if something goes wrong.
Yeah, and just preparing for something to go wrong, and you can't always prepare for everything. And that's just, but I want to be prepared for everything.
So it seems to me that you want everything to be perfect. You want everything to be ship-shape.
Because I feel like it will be a success if everything's the way that it needs to be, or better. And if it doesn't, or if it falls short of that, I will feel guilty because I'll feel like I missed something that I should have prepared for. I should have seen something coming, or I should have foreseen that, prepared more for it. That way, that wouldn't have been an issue, and it would have succeeded.
Well, would you hold those same standards for someone else? Like, picture someone else speaking in chapel previously or in the future. Would you hold those same standards for them, such high standards?
No, like, really all I'm looking for whenever other people preach, I just want, just that they prepared, and just the fact that they go up there, I'm just like, wow, that's pretty brave. And I don't, whenever people preach, I'm not really scrutinizing everything that they say within their message. Obviously if something's like completely off base theologically, you're going to notice, but for the most part, I'm not, so no, I don't really hold people to the same standards I hold myself.
Okay. So do you think they may hold those high standards for you as well?
Probably not. I feel like if people expect a lot of me, but I think that they're just rooting for me, and they want to know that they believe in me, but sometimes I take that as, oh my gosh, they believe in me, I can't let them down, and so I think I take that sometimes further than what really they're expecting me to, or expecting of me.
Yeah. So you want to please people?
Yes.
As much as possible.
Yeah. It's not wrong.
No, it's not. It's just, I think, it sounds like you're the level of how much you want to please people. Because sometimes you need to maybe think about yourself, or just like you said earlier, focus your attention on other things. So, but it seems like you still have your sense of humor a little bit, and you're laughing at yourself, so that's good.
Yeah. And I use laughter to kind of calm myself. But
it's a good way to...
Yeah. I don't know if it's like a defense mechanism, to be honest. Or I feel like I don't want to put my worries upon other people, so I'll just make it funny, and they'll think I'm just like, oh, okay, she is weird, but it's just, she's fine. Because I don't want them worried about me, because I feel like, okay, they probably already have enough on their plate. They don't need me putting my issues on them. So I'm just like, okay, well, this is really how I'm feeling, but haha, it's funny. Yeah.
Well, it is healthy to laugh at yourself, to have that sense of humor, but at the same time, are you hoping that they aren't finding a fault in you, or what is your thinking behind?
Well, I know that I'm not perfect, and I know that people realize I'm not perfect, but I think that I generally like to see people have a good time, and even though I'm stressed, I don't want other people to be stressed, and sometimes I'm willing to even take on other people's stress but I don't want people taking on my stress, because I don't want them to have to deal with that, because it's not really their stress to deal with, even though sometimes I pick up other people's stress. And so, I don't know, and I don't know if it's with like the whole leadership thing, like I want my team to be okay, and I want them to know that I'm there, but sometimes it's like, there's nobody really like, for me to really be there all the time, I guess. I mean, I can talk to the mission directors and stuff, and I do, and they're great, but sometimes it's just a lot of me figuring things out on my own, so.
Are there any ways you can maybe take a little bit off of your plate so that stress does go down a level? Is there any ways that you can?
Yeah, I have learned to delegate things that, like little things that other people could do that I don't really need to be worried about.
Yeah.
And so I have learned to delegate that, which that has helped. But it's the things that I do have on my plate that I just kind of squeeze them and hold on to them and just, yeah.
Okay. Well, I do have to ask you this before we end the session, and I ask everyone this: are you thinking about hurting yourself or harming anyone else? I know you have a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And
No, I want people to feel great.
Good. Good.
Yeah. No.
Well, good. Yeah. I will hand you a handout today with a few techniques to relax and a few referrals of a lady who does handle schedules and to help you figure out your schedule and help you take away the shoulds and the musts and kind of separate those, you know?
Yeah.
So I will give you this handout.
Okay.
And I would like to see you again next week if possible, and see how some of those relaxing